All right, welcome back, everyone. You know, I was just thinking about this. Maybe instead of drawing the names out of the bowl, we should just choose people at random to tell, make them nervous. No? Okay. We'll pick names out of the bowl.
It wouldn't be kind. All right, and thank you so much for offering to share your stories about your experiences with being nervous.
All right. And our first open mic storyteller, this one has a title too, I love it. Chris Kaufman telling the story of the junior high bike camp from hell.
Well, if you want sweaty palms, I've got them right now. So I could use one of those pills of yours, but it wouldn't work fast enough. Great, bring it on. In one of my past lives, I was married to a man who was a long-distance biker. So I had to do some long-distance biking too in order to see this man. And one of the things we did was counsel high school and junior high bike camps. And the high school camps are a lot of fun because the kids are pretty self-willed and they're just a lot of fun. The junior high camps are a little different because these children, well, we'll get there. I think this was in 1993 because it was the year of the big flood and the Mississippi River was out of its banks everywhere. And it was really a tragic year for a lot of things. We were designed to go down the Katy Trail in Missouri. And these camps take a lot of planning because you have to find places for people to sleep and eat and other activities. And so it had been a year's worth of work, and 10 days before the camp, the Katy Trail was closed. So that was not an option. So there was a certain amount of scurry involved. The camp director had a place in Door County, so he had some contacts up there, started calling churches, started calling people he knew, and quickly made arrangements for a bike camp to sleep in churches and eat places. And, you know, it's a lot of logistics to get that done. So, and then it was all the permission slips with the parents and all of that, because we weren't going that way, we were going that way. So we went to Door County, which is such a wonderful place to be, as you know. And I wish I could read that without my glasses. Things have changed. Yeah, that business of junior high kids, the senior high kids have driver's licenses and they understand about rules of the road. The junior high kids do not. And there were some horrific sweaty palms moments. One of my worst, which I'm sure made palpitations. I was driving the sag wagon that day, and 3 of the kids decided to have a race up a hill, but they went up the left side. And I thought my life flashed before my eyes because I did not want to think about what could be coming over that hill. It didn't, thank heavens, but those kids got grounded and they were driving in front of the sag wagon the rest of the day. That's what happens when you are stupid. And by God, they were stupid. The director had made arrangements that year to have 3 kids come from a children's home who had been in difficulty in their lives, who'd had hard upbringings, and who were living in a residential situation that was going to help them gather coping skills to live a more healthy life. And the director of that facility came with us because his entire job was to sit on these kids through the whole week, because they were beyond the skills that we had as kind of regular counselors, although we were very experienced and we were all professionals as well. And they were wonderful kids, and of course, they had been street smart since they were 5 years old and were way ahead of us in those areas. Took a while during the week for them to decide that we other adults were trustworthy and that we were valuable enough that they could talk to us. And it got good until there was an emergency back at the home and the director had to leave. Then we were in serious trouble because we did not have, I guess we didn't have the chops, we didn't have the experience with them to be able to make them feel safe. And it really was a safety issue for them. So we had lots of acting out and behaviors then the whole rest of the week, which were just stomach acid. It was beyond sweaty palms. It was stomach acid. So that was part of the excitement. And then the final thing I wanted to share with you, it being the flooding year, was the fact that in one of the churches we were in, suddenly we're hearing a lot of gurgling. And the water table rose, and the water table rose, and the bathrooms were unusable. And we had 18 people. And it was difficult, and so there were calls made in the middle of the night and all that kind of thing. But we got through that. It was also stomach acid and sweaty palms. We made it through the week. The three fantastic kids managed to keep a lid on mostly. We kept our lids on mostly, and I'm never doing a camp again. Thank you.